Welcome back, everybody. This is Diver216. I'm just back again showing you some of my how to make coins without spending money tips. This particular episode is going to be about investing. And there's about 4 tips because generally any sort of investment strategy, if you're trying to make uh, make something a little bit make something in the end, yeah, is all about diversity. And the first step I'm going to tell you is look at these packs that I've kind of accrued so far. Most of these are from either the solo challenge strings of the journey, or the gauntlet challenges, or even filling out all of the objectives for the well, basically the weekly challenges. Basically, you don't want to try and open these all at once. You kind of want to save these up for any sort of big event, like a big release for the Road to the Playoffs cards, or even like a major promo like Christmas or Thanksgiving or even Halloween, because you kind of want to have something in your back pocket that you can still pull stuff with. And the next part is something that I had mentioned in my last video about the Schefter stars. And the one this week, or the one that was released last week, was Shaq Thompson, and I actually have him saved up here on the auction block. And I actually bought about 10 of them. I probably bought a few too many, but aside from that one that's 12K, most of them look like they're selling for about 15 to 17K. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to end up trying to post him for about probably about 1350 and maybe 1450, because I just want to make sure I'm getting my coins back for him. I mean, I think I spent about an average of 9K picking up the ones that I actually have. So I'm just going to try and exit with all my money intact. So I'm gonna go here, check out the run stuff ones, and I'm gonna do the man defense ones. I'm probably gonna only put one of each on the block at once. I'm not sure how quickly this one's gonna sell, but hopefully they'll sell pretty quickly. Even though the auction block's gonna be a little bit more dead from it being at night, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sell that for about 1450. Now, even with the EA tax, that still means I'm probably going to be making about 13K off of this card if it goes for the buy it now price. And considering that I bought it for 9K, that's about a 4K profit. So, I mean, even if it's sold at 1350, that's still almost a 3K profit, which basically pays for the ones that I'm going to keep. About 3 or 4 of these will probably pay for the ones that I want to keep. So it's a pretty solid investment tool. I mean, you make a little bit here and there, and I'm gonna sell 2 of them right now. And let's see here. Oh, no, do not quick sell. I need to save one more man coverage one, just because that's the particular one that I'm gonna be making. I'm making a man coverage one. So here we go, and sell him for 1350 and 1450, 14.5. Generally this is a pretty good, solid short-term investment. So you generally want to sell these pretty quick, just to get a quick turnaround, because the market for them kind of goes up based on their availability in packs. So it's a pretty solid one. But I think it's a pretty solid strategy. So what I'm also going to show you is something else for, let me clear this, and then I'll go to the style. When I was talking about doing the Style Master challenges, you have to buy some of the boosted ones, and I did put that in the, I did try to put those in the, oh no, not long pass. I'm wanting to go to short pass. I put the list of them online with my last video, and this one actually I really wanted to point out, because this card I actually got for 250 coins. Someone posted it for one of the lowest values that you could, and I picked up Santana Moss for it. So I'm gonna actually show you what he goes for online, because he should go for about 3,500 of 4.5K because of it, and because of his high velocity. Generally, if you can find any of the ones on that list, any of those 39 cards for under 2K, try and hang on to them, because at some point, probably around the end of October or the beginning of November, EA is going to release the dual style challenges, which you'll have to play through them with some of these cards. But once you get through them, I mean, if you spent less than 2K on each one of these, I don't want to say you're going to triple your money, but you'll at least double it from the money you spent on there on them. So it's a much better long term investment, and it's not as, I wouldn't say it's something you can always hold on to, but it's definitely something solid that if you know the pace of the EA year, you can generally put your coins into something pretty effective that'll kind of help you grow your coin total as the season goes. So the last thing I'm going to look at is the badges. Now, if you know anything about doing the sets, you're going to at some point need 2 elite badges to do each of the coach collections. So what I'm going to look at is I'm going to look at the elite badges. And now I haven't really price checked these for a while. And this is something you can, if you're going to do this, you're going to need to have a good bit of change built up. And let's see here, collectible and elite, and a lot of elite collectibles right now. Let's look up badge. Okay, so the going price for an elite badge is 29K. All right, that's a little higher than I thought. I was thinking they're around 25, but generally if I saw them for about 25, that's not quite enough to like snipe, which guys, don't try and snipe because you're going to lose a lot of money doing that. I've have. And if you really don't know what you're doing, you really can lose a lot of money just trying to snipe if you don't know what the value of certain cards are. So you do kind of, if you're trying to make some good investments, you really want to spend a lot of time looking at the auction block and knowing what certain overall cards are worth, or like certain stats are worth for certain cards. Because if you don't, you're going to end up throwing a lot of money away. That's probably one of the best strategies of learning how to invest your coins correctly is you're going to have to lose a lot. That's the idea of diversifying. If you put your money into a lot of things, you'll lose occasionally, but you'll win a lot. You'll win just as much. So you'll kind of come out even. If you make a really good bet, you'll come out really far ahead. So if this one was down to about maybe 25, I might start buying up some elite badges over the course of the season, just because 25 is not low enough to start sniping, but it is just enough to where when they do release the Road to the Playoff stuff and they start having more sets that have elite badges, I can end up selling these for maybe about a 15 to 20K profit, and that actually is another long-term investment, but it does require you to have a little bit more money. Actually, that's probably it for this particular tips video. Please, guys, like and subscribe. Share with your friends. And check me out when I do Twitch streams on Sundays. I'm gonna try and do the next one about how you should approach opening packs and what you can use to try and make a little bit of coin off that. So yeah, I will check. You guys can check me out later. See ya.